Okay, sorry. This is old Margot Robbie from Suicide Squad. When you say Margot Robbie, this is what I think of. Those ridiculous shorts and the sports bra. And that tattoo, if you can't read it, it says "Lucky You." That's the character she's known for. That's what sold and made a lot of money, even though the movie was very, I was going to say mediocre, but I mean, I didn't hate it because I'm kind of happy with what I get in terms of superhero films, but it wasn't a very good film. And this is new Margot Robbie and the other characters that they're trying to sell you. What do you notice about this image? Why is only one of them trying to sell sexuality? We know Margot Robbie because she is or was a sexy woman who runs around in short shorts. It's a comic book movie. I said the R word last time. I said effing word for developmentally disabled. It's a comic book movie. Can they act in the movie? I don't care if anyone can act in the movie because it's about comics. It's about people. It's about super crocodiles or sharks or shooting laser beams and setting things on fire and magical powers. It's a comic book movie. You expletive deleted. We know her because of TNA. If she makes a movie where it doesn't have TNA, where she's dressed like a harlequin potato sack, you've lost the old audience and you need to gain a new one. Stop blaming men for not watching your garbage. Women didn't go see it either. And if you're a man, don't let them sex shame you. This is just a personal preference. Be unapologetic. If you like TNA, that is a good thing. Who is Hollywood to tell you what to like? They covered up for Epstein, Weinstein, Woody Allen, Roman Polanski for years. They have zero moral authority to lecture us on anything. We like pretty women. Hollywood rapes them. Feminism is a Bolshevik plot to get women to make fewer babies. The patriarchy, that's a good thing. It's how civilization advances. All these women who want to fight the patriarchy, they're going to die single and get eaten by their cats. My sexual identity is I like blonde Swedish girls who run around in booty shorts. Respect it or you're racist. If Bird of Prey was really fighting the patriarchy, then why weren't all the women trans? DC is obviously transphobic. That is the only possible answer. Not only are trans women better than real women, but only trans women really experience the struggle of womanhood. They are actually more oppressed and marginalized because they don't have periods and cramps, and for some reason they want them. Only trans women are in the perfect position to lead the next wave of feminism. These companies say that they're woke, but why isn't Spider-Man a gay, transracial, non-binary otherkin? If your characters aren't transsexual, American, Indian, Irish, you're practically a Nazi. The funny thing is, Bird of Prey wasn't that bad. I expected a lot worse. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't the mess that Dark Phoenix was and a bunch of other Ghostbusters was. But we expect, well, I was going to say chick flicks. These aren't exactly chick flicks. I don't know what they are. To suck. We expect these movies to suck so bad that we don't even bother going to go watch them. We wait for them to come out online. I'll say that. The best thing Hollywood could do is duct tape their actors' mouths shut. That's what doomed Solo is. In an interview with one of the makeup guys who said, oh yeah, Lando Calrissian is pansexual, and he's non-binary, and he has sex with robots, and he has sex with men. Why would you have sex with a robot? And Lando in the original trilogy was cool. Han Solo and Lando were the cool guys. You can't have them not bang hot chicks. That's like, you're talking about, that's what 99% of the population wants to see. As soon as people hear feminism and patriarchy, we lose interest. If I was Margot Robbie, I would play up my sexuality while I had it, because it does not last very long. If you want to make real movies, like smart movies or serious movies, fine, go ahead, knock yourself out. But Bird of Prey is not that sort of movie. It's a comic book movie, you effing developmentally disabled bundles of sticks. If you want the movie to make money, you get 5 beautiful women. You have them run around wearing almost nothing. but they use their brains to solve problems, not their brawn, because 115-pound women are not capable of beating up 215-pound men. Maybe you'll find one in a million who is, but the audience doesn't buy it visually. But you can find women who are capable of outthinking men. It's rare, don't get me wrong, but it's more common than the brawn thing. Hollywood tries to sell this brainwashing that takes women out of their natural biological role as mothers and into the male role of, action adventure, loosely the protector character. Women don't go to war and fight. They stay home and take care of the next generation. Otherwise, there will be no next generation. At least Marvel tries to explain that Scarlett Johansson is infertile, so it makes sense that she puts herself at risk. Though now that I think about it, that probably upset some feminists when that came out. Otherwise, the viewer looks at her and wonders, and her fabulous fun bags, and wonders why she isn't home breastfeeding an army. Because if she fights, it's a waste of a perfectly good uterus. Men are biologically expendable. Women are very valuable. There's a whole history of girl power films. That's the word I was looking for. Girl power films bombing. So Hollywood decides to make a lesbian Pirates of the Caribbean movie, which might work if Johnny Depp was there having sex with them all. It's like, you're not too lesbian to have sex with Johnny Depp, are you? But that is haram these days. That movie will tank, but it's not about money for them. It's about brainwashing, which sounds crazy until you look at their history of woke films that lose money. The people who control Hollywood are far from stupid. They're multi-millionaires. They know these films will lose money. They accept those losses if they can brainwash the cattle. I know it sounds a little tinfoil hat. I know how I sound. But smart people don't repeatedly make poor decisions. If they make poor business decisions, they're doing it for a reason that we don't understand. They're playing chess while we're still playing checkers. They're playing a very long game, long timeline. Billion cap companies don't usually throw money away. What they're doing is on purpose. They've got 4 out of 5 women dressed in potato sacks. Except the mixed girl. Her, they're trying to push sexually for some reason. And her last name is something like, it's something Smollett, like Janice Smollett or something. And if I was her, I would drop the Smollett and just become known by my married name. Probably want to move on from that Smollett association. Jussie Smollett is that's not a name you really want stuck to you. It's kind of like an anchor around your neck. And there's no reason why she should be painted with the same brush. The movie is saying that femininity is bad. Women don't need men. Men are abusers, so women need to act like men and abuse men. It's kind of strange. Oh, and to push the blonde man bad narrative, as I showed in that earlier image, they had the main blonde guy dye his hair blonde. Don't just passively absorb this propaganda. Start noticing coincidences that aren't really coincidences. Why is every struggle snugglist on film a white guy when the opposite is true in real life? Hollywood is at its worst when they pretend not to be the degenerate parasites they are. Hollywood is a bunch of trained monkeys who think they're writing Shakespeare. All right, all these chicks would be better looking if they were dressed more appropriately. This chick, the Asian chick, she may have a rockin' body under that. I have no idea. I mean, she's in Hollywood. She's probably in pretty decent shape. These 3 chicks look like they've never eaten a carb in their life. But she's wearing a jogging outfit. Everything is covered up. Even this chick wearing the leather pants, they're loose. And she doesn't have any tits to speak of. She doesn't need them. She's skinny. But everything is loose and baggy and concealing. Who are you trying to sell this to, you developmentally disabled people? This is so dumb. And this chick, she aged out of the role. You can't play these chicks are all 30 and you're 50. It's a little weird. You're going to have her like as a home base or I don't know, something else. You've got these 3 chicks who obviously have good bodies and you've covered them up. And this is a movie that cost, I don't know what, $75 billion to make, and you lost money on it. Congratulations, you idiots. Hey, keep making them. Keep making them. I will say that she was funny. She had one scene, or she had a couple scenes where she was funny. I forget the movie now, but she was trying to get off a line or something. It's like, you could have made this funny. This Asian chick, she's got to be the comic relief. Her, I don't know, maybe you could still have her in there, but like she's got to have a rockin' body, at least even if she's 50. I mean, there are 50-year-olds with rockin' bodies. They just, they stay out of the sun and they don't eat carbs, like, ever. And Smollett, I don't know. I mean, who is she appealing to? I mean, that's kind of an awkward thing to say. And you know what? I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. I won't. Yeah, I'm not long for YouTube, and like every video has to be your last video, but I don't know. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Get on DLive, download DLive. It is going on. There's more live streams on DLive, at least at night, than there are on YouTube. It is. I'm not just saying that. It's not sour grapes. DLive is the new platform. It is. It's like as wild as YouTube was in the beginning, but there's more content on DLive. Like, all the guys who got kicked off YouTube are on DLive, and there's actually enough of them now. I'm not saying switch platforms, but at the very least, download the app and sub. You got to find the people to sub to. There's like a couple dozen on there they're better than the content on YouTube. If you download it, you'll find out that I'm telling the truth. All right, guys, I'll see you all next episode.